Mm, I don't see it streaming yet.
Showing up on it. There you go.
Yeah, okay. Hold on. Oh, here it is. Okay, cool. All right, so we're just waiting on Ivan, right? Okay, cool. All right, so we're just waiting on Ivan, right? Super, give me a mic check.
Test, test. 1, 2, test, 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 test. 1, 2, 3.
Super, give me a mic check.
Test, test.
Okay.
¿Se escucha medio mamón o qué pedo?
No, you sound good. It's just
So one thing I will do is to remove meetings, I will communicate through here. And if I have to, I will. But just so you can know what the next topic is, I'm just gonna highlight it blue.
Oh, okay, cool.
Like on the rundown, just so you can see what the next topic is. So whenever you're done with whatever topic previous is, just let me know.
Right. Come on, fucking Ivan. Oh, show me, Andres. Show me then how the graphic, the upper there looks like.
What are the
Yeah, just any graphic. Okay, cool. And then what about one for the topic bar or whatever?
I'll be right back, guys.
Okay. I mean, it looks good overall. On the two shot, are you just gonna put the you, you're just gonna put Super and me on the two shot?
oh, it's trying to Skype.
You what? Fucking Ivan. I told them it was fucking Zoom, dude.
Ivan,
Mande.
go to the link I sent you on Zoom.
Zoom?
Yeah, the link I sent you.
Oh,
I sent to you on
okay.
WhatsApp.
Where did you send it?
WhatsApp.
Oh, damn it. Let me email it to myself because hold on.
Well, I'll send it to you, dude.
I don't have WhatsApp on my iPad.
I'm gonna send it to you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, hold on. Give me
That way.
give me 1 minute. Let me email it to myself because I don't have Zoom on.
I'll just send it
I
to
mean,
you. I'll just
sorry,
send it to him.
WhatsApp on my iPad.
Oh, you have to download the actual program.
Oh, okay, got
Yeah,
it.
I have. Hold on, give me a sec. I
¿Qué
got
pedo, güey? ¿Me estás llamando en...?
No,
we
it was fucking
changing it?
Ivan, dude. No.
email
Oh, okay.
myself.
Güey, ¿así se ve backwards o no?
No, no, it looks no. Andres.
Yeah.
So I know you you just put episode 101. So go back to that page that thing on OBS and put ETO podcast episode 101.
That's what it says.
No, it only says episode 101.
On the slate?
Yeah, not on the slate. On actual where you remake the title. I'll show you right now.
On the ETO retreats?
Yeah. I just sent it to you. So you can see what I'm talking about. So on YouTube and everywhere else, it only says episode 101.
Yo,
Yo, turn on your
Órale,
camera,
güey.
dude.
mine?
Yeah,
What the hell? I always have it on. Why does it do that? It is on.
It is.
Amazon.
I see him.
okay. It's only. That's why it's only on speaker, whatever the fuck.
Can you guys hear
Okay,
me?
then.
Anthony?
We can see you.
Okay, cool.
Ooh, sorry, I had to shower real quick and set up.
Ya, di la verdad, güey. Estás cagando, güey, ya.
I know,
Okay.
fucking Edwin Jr., dude.
I woke up at like right now when I message you guys, and then I have to set this thing up and then take like a quick shower because I'm still half asleep.
¿Se escucha mejor así o no, güey? Con el pinche win. O the same.
Keep talking.
Test. 1, 2, 1, 2.
Yeah, it sounds a little bit better.
Okay.
Once you frame us, Andres, pop us on camera, just so we can check it out.
Get to super to just look straight.
Super, look straight. Sit down straight, everybody. Just don't fuck around. Let's just sit down.
Let me turn off the TV, or at least the volume.
Ivan, can you see that the t-shirt?
Yeah, that's the one you were showing me the other day.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the game that they used to play, huh? Los
Yep.
Aztecas. If not, then you die or they sacrifice.
No, dude, they would play.
Can you give me more headroom, Joe?
More headroom?
Yeah, like I give you back like that the whole time?
I can be like this the whole time. Is that like that? Is that good?
You move a little bit to your left.
Like that?
Yeah, but like move your body because if you stay like that, you're gonna go back to your left.
Like that?
Straight, stay straight.
Huh?
Yep, that's good.
Is that good, Andres?
Yeah, that's good.
Okay.
Oh, Joe, when you get a chance, text me that address where you're at, yeah?
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to take off from right here about 8.
All right.
No me digas que van a ir a comer tacos, ahí va. Ah,
No.
culero.
You can even make Ivan
Yeah, no,
a little bit smaller, if you can, Andres.
Oh yeah, if you could take some of that weight off, I'd appreciate it.
Yeah, he's got a big old head, he looks like a bulldog. The framing for Super and I, that's pretty good. And then also, you can actually, if you can move me up just a tiny bit, or also make me a little bit smaller, para que mire la t-shirt esta que tengo. If it's possible. If it's too much shit, then don't worry about it. I haven't looked straight, dude. Look straight at the camera. Look at the camera. Pero at the camera, cabrón. Look at the camera. Don't look at. Yeah, there you go. That's the camera. When you're talking, you
Yeah,
gotta look at the camera, dude.
yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Estás bien serio, güey.
Let me put this right there.
Super.
Yo,
A ver, habla.
test.
Okay,
1, 2.
there you go. He looks good, right? He looks good right there on the two shot. That's good. I haven't talked. Give me my check.
All right, let's go. Dodgers test. Test 1, 2, 3.
El Cruz Azul.
No, no. Let's
All right.
go.
Do
Let's
you have a? Do
go.
I have a two shot with Super or no? Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Go back on the. Move Ivan up a little bit because you can see the yellow. You see the yellow?
no, pues sí, down from is like, see that?
Oh, okay.
I was talking, I have my
Haven't talked.
Testing 1, 2. El Three Online podcast. Vamos, vamos. Testing. Testing. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'll just fix you anything later.
Okay. All right. I think we're good, right?
I got a big man. That door right there? The three shot?
A ver. Yeah, just bring me up a little bit. Like take a little bit less room para que mire la t-shirt. You know?
Yeah.
How's that?
That's good. And then just crop. Yeah, there you go. Perfect.
So I'm gonna start you off.
Okay.
Two, 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 two.
So I'm gonna start you off and then I'm gonna hang up, right?
All right, cool.
Thing. So once you say 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, start speaking and I'll switch over to the three shot and then you take it from there. Cool.
All right, cool. You can, if you want, you can stop the stream from the random doings, stop it. So you can stop it now, and then you can start all three of them at the same time, or four.
Three, two, one. Go, Jay.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to another edition of the ATO podcast. This is Joe Rodriguez coming to you from this time Anaheim, California. Believe it or not, I'm joined. I'm joined today by El Super Mojado and Ivan Toribio. Fellas, it's a privilege as always. Really cool to be here with you guys today, but this time from Cali. What's up? Ivan, ¿cómo estás?
Aquí nomás disfrutando. Actually, you being here in LA, it's pretty cool and enjoying the 95-degree weather.
It's way too hot for me, brother. También andamos con el Super Mojado. Super, what up, dude?
Cabron, man, don't rub it on my face, dude. What's going on? 95-degree weather, culeros. It's getting cold over here, man. You guys are bragging about the weather.
Nah, it's all
Hot.
right, dude. You're not missing out much. It's just way too hot. Today it was like unbearable. So,
Yeah.
but it's all right. It's all right, Super. I'll be going back to Connecticut tomorrow morning. So,
All right,
um,
make sure you stay away a couple of weeks, and don't come near my house.
yeah.
Oh, coronavirus.
Oh,
Te
it's
voy a
all right,
mandar,
dude. I already got my test scheduled. All right.
te voy a
So,
mandar a Cardi B, way.
nah, dude. I got my test scheduled, so I'm good, dude. Anyway, lots of things to talk about, fellas, today. So we gotta give a big shout out to our producer Andres Magallanes, who's breaking it down. And I don't know, guys. I think at the end of the day, there's a lot of things that always frustrate me when it comes to Mexican Soccer Liga MX, La Selección Nacional, and everybody else. But you know what? All right, let's do this. So today we're gonna talk about first of all the season is in that FIFA pause, right? La fecha FIFA saw already the Mexican national team take on Guatemala, Netherlands 2 victories. Tomorrow they'll be taking on Algeria. But there was a game yesterday. Santos Laguna taking on Los Cholos. Sao Santos ended up defeating them 2-0. Super. And man, the season pretty much is coming to a halt. You know, it's gonna. I mean, not to a halt, to an end. So
To
the
an
season's
end,
coming to
yeah.
an end. 4 games left only. So let's talk about our favorite team so far, and where we think our teams are. So Super, Las Chivas, dude. Eighth place in Liga MX right now. Not too bad, not too shabby. What do you think?
Yeah, yeah. So far, I mean, they are in a playoff position. They have to be continue though to push to get more points because they're right there, and there's like always so many teams that is like they wait till the last minute to find out who's gonna. We wait until the last minute to find out who's gonna be in playoffs, and usually there's like 8 teams fighting till the last week, you know and Chivas, like I said, we haven't been there in a while now since the championship. So we want to be there, man, and they have to keep pushing. They have Santos yesterday with that victory. They're 1 point behind Chivas, 19 points to 18, and like I said, and it goes down to Toluca, and it's just we need to have like a team and that shows us that they deserve to be there and not just that no, we want to see them compete and get there and compete.
What about you, Ivan?
Well, keeping an eye on most teams. My favorite team, El America. But I think this season we have 12 teams going in, correct? I think top four
Yeah,
make it, and then 4 through 12 son the repechaje.
Simon.
So I mean, most teams should get a chance to get in, obviously. Looking at the table here, let me see, to be precise, from eighth through 12th place, they're separated by about 5 points with 4 games left. So there's going to be a lot of mixing and matching in this. We still don't know, obviously, for sure. Um, but I think this season, your Chivas would get into, but I don't know how much damage they're gonna do. But obviously, everybody has a eye on Cruz Azul. They seem to be the overwhelming favorites in my eyes. To be honest with you, they've been playing the best. I know Leon is the super leader right now, pero super leader is normally cursed. So if I had to bet, I would take Cruz Azul, even if I love America.
Cruz Azul over America. I don't know,
Yeah,
man. Nobody's talking about León, though. León is super leader right now, super mojado.
I said it, man. I said it. Remember, I don't know if you we go back to before the tournament started. That my the team that I think that deserves to win, it's Leon to take it all, because Leon, they have been there like the past few seasons.
yes.
They've been in the top four spots, and they've been playing like a really good game. They've been playing. They have a decent team and consistent. And I think Nacho Ambriz it deserves it now. He deserves one championship at least, out of all that effort and that his team has put in on the pitch. And I think, like I said, Leon, it's my number one candidate to take it all.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
all right. So León is pretty good. I agree with you. I still think Cruz Azul is going to be the one that's going to come out of nowhere again. Well, not out of nowhere, but they're going to end up doing good. I don't think the Cruz Azuleada ends, but we'll probably see him in the final. My dark horse, remember, super at the beginning of the season, was Pumas. But Pumas has started having a little bit of troubles most recently. But I think that as far as Chivas goes, dude, the Chivas just has. I'm glad that they had this little break. They were having a lot of like chaos, a lot of uncertainty, and I think that they needed a break from all this shenanigans because it was just too many things that were piling on, you know. So I think that the break is very well needed, very well deserved, and at the end of the day, we're gonna end up seeing a pretty strong team when the playoffs come. Um, Granted, now that's what like 12 teams in the playoffs, which is
Yeah.
ridiculous. So let's talk about that. Let's talk about the teams that that are going to be, well, not so much the teams that are going to be in the playoffs because, like I said, more than half of the liga is going to be in the playoffs, which is
Yeah.
crazy. So
Yeah.
Super Mojado, from all the teams that are at the bottom, do you see any one of those guys that are going to make some kind of impact, or what do you
Well,
think, man?
I mean, you say at the bottom, but you have Santos and Toluca ninth and 10th place, and those two teams are pretty strong. So like I
Typically, yeah,
said,
you're right.
if I was Pachuca or Chivas, I would be worried because they're only like a couple points behind you, and you could be one of those teams that goes to repechaje. They're Pachuca's on seventh, and Chivas is on eighth right now, so they have to, like I said, put it all in these last four games, and try to avoid that repechaje, because like I said, it has a different flavor if you come from a repechaje. Yeah, there has been the case, I think, that someone was champion coming out of the repechaje, but you know you just have to make it there without going to that route, because then you have all la carrilla from everyone else that just coming to your way.
La carrilla. Ivan,
Simon.
you're a little calladito. I think Ivan's a little calladito because of Las
No,
Águilas.
no,
I think
man. I'm looking at the table. I was just checking because Super Rajado made a good point about your question regarding who was in the bottom. Looking at the table here, from 11th place down to 16th place, they're only separated by 2 points. So we don't know which team necessarily is going to get in. Obviously, we have 4 games left, but you're right. If somebody can get hot and then they can just suddenly start knocking teams out, because imagine 12 teams make it. That's man, that's a lot of teams to make, and obviously top four. Um, do they get a bye week? Correct?
they do.
uh
And
Well, it is
yeah,
a bye week. Oh, you're talking about
well, yeah, for
yeah, yeah,
repechajes.
they do.
yeah, yeah. You see, so I wouldn't really worry too much about the Luca. They're like the kings of getting ties. Santos and like you said, Guadalajara. If they get healthy and they get other horses, they can make some
so
noise in
so
La
this is
Liguilla.
so this is gonna be really weird, man, because now the first four places are like in, right?
Yeah.
And
Yep.
then the last four they have to compete, because I remember repechaje used to be between 7th, 8th, and 9th and 10th place. I
Yes.
think that's what it used to be. But now it's actually the four spots that are being going to repechaje. So you're not even safe, even if you're in fifth place.
No, no, you're
You
not.
you have to go into like a mini playoffs before the playoffs. What the hell is that?
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? They're just honestly they're trying to make more revenue off of TV like
And
viewing. I'm
I
thinking
No,
just
that's a
think
good
because
point,
that's
Ivan.
really
you
stupid,
know
bro. That's
because
really stupid.
because of a lot of these professional leagues took a big hit because fans couldn't attend. So in order to make up some of that loss, is they're letting more teams in the playoffs, so there's more TV viewing and they get more money like that, just like other professional teams.
So let's have a playoff and then another playoff.
Another playoff.
Right. At
I
the end of
mean,
the
I
day,
mean,
that's what it boils down to, fellas. I do agree with Ivan. At the end of the day, dude, it's all about the money. El dinero is what ends up dictating everything. And remember, this is still like a COVID season, right? So a lot of teams ended up well, not ended up. They're still losing. They're bleeding money, man. There's no
mhm,
fans at the stadium, so let's not forget that. So they're trying to make whatever they can, through the TV rights, the 3V deals. So I think that at the end of the day, man, that's just the way that it's gonna boil down. Saluditos al Cruz, dice con la pena, pero las Chivas se van a quedar fuera otra vez. Ahí está. Saludos al Cruz.
No seas culero,
imagine.
pinche
Oh,
crucito.
Ahí
Chivas
está.
stay out of this. Oh my
lo,
God.
lo, lo bueno que le va a las Chivas, because if not, I don't know what he would be saying.
Right, right. So that's what they say at the end of the day, brother. Pero saludos al Cruz y a toda la ganga. But look, in all honesty, dude, I mean, if we look at the schedule, I don't know if Andres ended up like making up the schedule, but what we do have here, all right. So the this Thursday, right, another early start. So Atlético San Luis contra Querétaro. Then on Friday we have one game, Mazatlán contra Juárez. All the good ones don't start until this weekend. We have El Clásico Tapatío super on Saturday. Chivas contra Atlas. And then the other big one, León contra las Águilas del América. And finally, I think the other one that a must watch is going to be Cruz Azul versus Tigres. So those are
Exactly.
three really good games this weekend, man. But that America contra León, that's gonna speak volumes because uh, that's basically gonna tell us who is el más chingón, right? Which of the teams are el mero mero. So
Well, we know that already, Joe. What do you
Yeah,
mean
we
it's
already
gonna
know
tell us?
that.
We know that already. And León
It's
es
a,
el más
it,
chingón.
oh no, it's el Big Papi's es más
Es,
chingón. Today's their birthday.
eso no, eso
104
ni la
años de
pregunta
grandeza.
es.
super,
Come on, Ivan.
super. Don't insult Ivan. All right, don't
Y
insult
lo
him,
bueno
dude.
es que van a jugar en la casa de León. Oh, wait. Oh, shoot. ¿Dónde van a jugar? ¿En la calle, güey? Are they gonna play in the street?
Andres, give
Where's...
us a little wah wah wah
Oh,
wah.
man. ¿En dónde van a jugar, güey? This is crazy.
What a jerk, dude. What a jerk. That is crazy though, right? What the hell is
Yeah,
going on
Hey,
there?
yes. I mean, el estadio de what is it? No Camp
No
or Camp
Camp, El
No?
Camp No,
No
Camp
Camp.
No.
Camp Nou.
Está el Estadio León. Yeah, it's all right. So
No
Super, what do
more
you know
though.
about that? The owner ended up the city, right? They ended up taking it back.
No, I think they lost it. It used to belong to the city, I think. Or anyways, that's what we thought. I mean, I didn't even know anything about this going on until recently. They actually, I think there was a lawsuit going on that they
Mm,
ended up giving the stadium back to the I forgot his name here. Let
yeah,
me
I know
see
what
if
you're
I can
talking about.
find
Like
it. But yeah.
the foot. That guy.
Anyways,
That guy.
that guy, yeah. Le dieron su estadio de regreso. They left Leon without a stadium, and yeah, they're gonna be playing in Irapuato, I believe.
That's what they're
Oh,
saying,
mira
right?
nomás. Ahí con las momias.
No, no manches, Ivan. ¿Cuáles momias? Las momias no están en Irapuato, dude.
¿Dónde están?
Guanajuato, güey.
in the
Ese es
city, in the city of Guanajuato.
en
That's
Irapuato
close
son las
enough.
fresas.
Las fresas, yeah.
Las
Hey,
fresas,
look
los
at Super Mojado
freseros.
giving us
For
this
real.
Mexican lessons. Ivan, please
Mande.
do not do this to Super Mojado, right? He's gonna school you next time.
Las
No,
momias.
estamos en Guanajuato for reals.
No seas
Oh,
culero, güey.
you know what? You know what? You're right. You're right. I'm thinking of something else. Hey, my mom's gonna get me on that one because my mom is from Guanajuato. She's from Romita.
Ooh, no
Ya ves.
manches.
Híjole.
No
Esa
manches.
Romita, Guanajuato. You're right.
No, now you're really gonna get it, dude. You're really gonna get it. Anyway, that's crazy, but you're right. You're right. So the game, so is that official, Super? The game's gonna be played
That's
in
the last
Irapuato?
thing. The last thing I saw it was that it was gonna be played at Irapuato, and let me see if I can find this, and I'll
All
confirm
right.
this
So
with you.
the
But
game is played regardless. It's not gonna be the game was not gonna be played in front of fans. So at the end of the day, honestly, it
Yeah.
doesn't even matter. You know.
Estadio Victoria. That's where it's gonna be played.
So the Chivas, not the Chivas, well, Chivas is gonna play obviously in their home at Estadio Akron, and then
but
Cruz Azul
this
is
time
playing at
it
home.
doesn't matter. Chivas, when we play in El Clásico Tapatío, we always play at home. Doesn't really matter.
No seas payaso.
Ya sea el Jalisco or Akron, man. That's both. That's our home.
Right, right. So anyhow, well, the point is, it's a really good weekend once
Yeah.
things end up resuming. So it's gonna be interesting. So, what are your predictions for the game? So, Super, let's go ahead and start off with you with the Clásico Tapatío. Don't give me a result. Just give me a score.
All right.
I know the result, canijo.
3-0. 3-0,
Okay.
Oh
güey.
wow.
La
All right.
misma. La
All
misma.
right, Ivan, who do you got in that one?
Chivas 2-0.
All right, and Ivan, for León America, who do you got?
America 2-1, of course.
All right, and then what about you, Super?
3-1, León.
Wow.
Clásico Tapatío. I mean, not Clásico Tapatío. Sorry, Cruz Azul Tigres.
Cruz Azul Tigres, I see a tie there. 1-1.
Mhm.
Okay, that's in Estadio Azteca. Ivan, who do you got?
Same. I see a tie 1-1.
All right, I see Tigres losing. Actually, I see Cruz Azul winning 2-1, Chivas winning 2-1, and León winning 3-1 as well.
Wow.
Yeah, León
No
is looking
saben del
really good,
fútbol.
man.
No, they are,
Really
but
good.
you know me. It's not it doesn't take. If I had to take money here, yes, I would take Leon or a tie. But since I'm not,
No seas payaso. Where's your
Oh,
heart,
ya
dude?
la cagó el güey. ¿Dónde salió el americanista?
The truth comes out.
Ahí está.
Ivan is just a regular casual America fan. No love, no love. No, ¿dónde está el amor a la camiseta, canijo?
Right? No. Ya,
Hey,
ahora sí, decepcionaste a
I
los
feel
miles
like
de
if
fans.
honestly, I feel like if America, every time I see them play, I'm like, we're gonna win this game. We're gonna win this game. And then I'm
right,
watching the game, and
right.
man,
Well,
ugh,
like I said, good weekend overall, dude. So
yeah,
let's switch gears now a little bit and let's talk about the MLS season because it's actually pretty much coming to an end. So obviously some of the teams that we cover very closely, LA Galaxy, LAFC, going on different trajectories, right?
oof,
We were actually there on Wednesday, and it was the first time actually I went to a game to cover, um, the game at the stadium. I know that some of you guys have gone. Ivan, I know that you've been going to the LAFC matches for us, and it was. I'm just gonna speak on my experience, and I just got to say that it was pretty bizarre, dude. The way that things are, they had to take your temperature. They had to.
mhm,
There's like nobody there. The stadiums are obviously empty. The parking lots are empty. It's just such a weird vibe getting into the stadiums. Going to the games and watching them there. Um, I don't know. It's just it's so different. That's all I can really say, right? It's cool because you get a chance to see, like the eeriness of it. But you know what?
yeah,
It really sucks, man. Without any fans, it's really, 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 yeah, just eerie. That's probably the best way that I can describe it. When I got there, I remember that even like like typically te la hacen de pedo, because of the parking. Parking's always an issue. But this
Yeah.
time you're like, hey, I'm media, and they just let you right in, no issues. You pick up your credential, same thing, no issues. And then you walk in through security, no issues. They take your temperature, no issues. There's somebody there actually from the media, the PR people from the Galaxy this time, escorting you to take you to the place where you belong. So again, and they tell you, you know what, like we don't want you, we don't want you messing around. We want to make sure that you stay in your place, and that's it. And then you're like at the top, kind of like in the middle section, and nice view of the stadium as well, and of the field. But then when the game starts, dude, it's like no, there's no announcer, right? The public service announcer. Um, there's no replays, nothing like that. Uh, unless there's a TV like behind you, then that's when you can see the replays. That game between the Galaxy and the Timber, there was 9 goals in that game, and I was like, damn, like where's the replay? If I turned around, I would miss one, and I was sitting so far away from the TV that I ended up like missing, so I had to go back and I had to look at stuff on the internet, on YouTube or wherever, or Twitter to find the goals. But it was just crazy, man. That's my personal experience. I don't know how you feel, but I mean, it's just bizarre,
Yeah.
man. I want the
Uh,
fans back.
you know what? A little bit of pros and cons. One, you hit on a couple of them. On the parking, it's so much easier right now. You just kind of walk in, check in. But the first game, thank God that we were approved for was LAFC versus Galaxy, and yes, it's a very eerie feeling where they take your temperature. You have to scan a questionnaire and answer some COVID questions. You check in. Um, Cons. One is the stadium is very, very quiet. You can hear the coaches when they're saying something. You can hear the players scream when they're trying to make adjustments, which is kind of cool. But the stadium being empty, it's not the same energy, obviously, because it's just the vibe of the fans. It's totally different. The songs that they play, the energy that the crowd feeds to the team, and um, one of the reasons I like to go to is obviously for the food. Um, but they give you different types of food right now. You cannot sit. They give you your sandwiches, what have you. You can't sit next to like an individual. You have to be like 6 feet apart.
Right.
Um, and at the bank, before they would let the photographers actually on the field, on the far end of the visitor side, and that's where you would normally sit. Now, as if you're a photographer, they have you in the 100 level on the home side, and you can pretty much sit anywhere. It's 20 feet away from the field, obviously 25 feet, what have you. But you can't sit next to a photographer and like talk. Obviously you're not going to go and talk, but they want you separated. If you're a journalist, they sit you up on the suite, which is a nice view, but it's a little bit different because the if you sit in the press box at LAFC, the view that you get just from downtown LA and the field is beautiful, and you don't get that view in the press box. Um, but yeah, Joe, it's way different. Even the press conference, everything is via Zoom. Before,
Right.
you have to walk all the way down at the bank. You have to go to that nice little area where they have on the field, and you get to meet the players and everybody just kind of asking questions. It's just very different, very different. And I agree with Joe. I want the fans back. I mean, I don't mind the hassle of finding parking, and they're super strict when it's game day, but it's just an eerie, quiet feeling
Very much so,
at
yeah.
games.
So, but Mojado, just watch when you go to the game, dude. You're gonna feel exactly the same, dude.
You mean like what?
Yeah, unfortunately, that I don't see that happening anytime soon. But we'll see. I don't know. And this is gonna be like the new normal, because even after this it starts slowing down, hopefully, uh, everyone's gonna want to take their precautions.
Right.
So I don't see this thing like going back to the way it was for a long time, because especially now that you got COVID, and now influenza season starting.
Right.
So now you have an extra thing to worry about, Actually, I was actually going through my Instagram earlier, and I saw that in Mexico they got one patient that actually tested positive for both,
Yes.
for influenza and for COVID at the same time. So
Crazy.
they're saying that this could, be an impact and could, put us in a hole again, because now, like I said, you have to worry about these two illnesses at the same time. It's crazy, man. I don't see, especially as schools. I don't see them. I see. I mean, I see them in closing again. I don't see how
You
they
think
can
so?
stay open having both. Both
Do,
Yeah.
illnesses going around.
do how do you guys think that the leagues around the world, while some leagues already they're allowing fans, right? Like for example, Major League Baseball is allow 11,500 people in Texas, not here in California. And the current series and in the World Series, I, I'm interested in to see how teams like I'm sorry, leagues like MLS are gonna be impacted, obviously with like the salary cap, but money wise, if they don't allow fans, because as we know in college football, a whole different story. A lot of teams are like their leagues are like closing, right? For example, like football can survive, right? But the smaller sports they're like folding. So I'm thinking, how would this impact MLS directly aside from making money? Like, what? How is it going to impact like players being developed, um, like raised? Like, what? Obviously, players are not going to get a raise with the salary cap and stuff like that. But I mean, that's my curiosity. How are not just MLS, Liga MX, how are they going to be impacted from this by not having fans? Because a lot of leagues are saying next season we're going to allow fans, maybe even this season they're allowing some. But what if there's another outbreak and then there's no fans again? And then the teams take another massive hit with income. I wonder how it's going to impact them. What do you guys think?
It's gonna be
Well,
tough, man.
and I think this is already impacting the teams. I mean, I think that they're already like reducing like their salaries. I mean, we saw that in MLS that they came to an agreement, and they obviously take a pay cut. And in Mexico, I think is the same thing. A lot of the teams had to make, had to give pay cuts to their players because the money is not flowing. There's not the same money is coming in, and I don't see how could they be paying them the same amount. So
Hmm.
if I think that they're already like I said, taking a pay cut, a lot of them,
Big time. No,
and
yeah,
it's only
I
going to
think,
continue the same way.
yeah,
Because you said it. I mean, the fans are the ones that bring a lot of money
Hmm.
into the stadiums, and
yeah,
if you're not getting that,
yeah,
it's just, it's there's no way how you can continue paying people the same way.
right. And for example, one of the reasons why the Galaxy was able to bring in Chicharito, right, was because they knew that he was going to bring the people and he was going to draw the crowds. But now that there's no crowds, that's going to obviously impact the amount of money that they're going to be generating in the revenue.
Yes.
So that
Yes.
everything's tied together at the end of the day, Ivan. Everything.
Yeah, Joe, hey, you hit the nail on the coffin. I know, honestly, I know about 20 people that got season tickets just because they got Chicharito, honestly.
Exactly.
And the prices were very affordable, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know how they're gonna be able to pay all these salaries. I think, and it goes to show the teams have to come up with creative ways to make up some of that revenue. And then you hit another good point, how you said that everything is tied up. I never really truly realized, because I love attending sporting events, right? Like baseball, football, soccer. This year, I actually realized how much of an impact sports have on any economy around the world.
Oh yeah, dude. It's crazy.
Big time. Yes, I mean, I kind of had an idea, but seeing this, I'm like, man, a lot of people like they're not working. The airlines, food industry, like sponsors. Yes,
Yeah,
we know everything is like correlates, right? Because of money. But you saw it this year. Like I was like, oh my God, like sports really have a huge impact in this economy. A
right, right.
huge impact.
Yeah, and I want to go back to like Chicharito, Vela, right? Those guys that are making like the most money in MLS, right? They're some of the best top top players in the league. They were supposed to have that matchup that El Tráfico was supposed to go to that next level with that matchup. Still hasn't taken place, right? And even if it does take place, it's going to be probably without fans. So
Yeah.
it's just crazy because again, there's an impact regarding everything, right? Everything's impacted, everything is correlated. And some of these players, for example, it's good that like for example, Pizarro and Pulido, they got a call to the national team, right? So they get to go. The other teams missed them, but at the end of the day, the fans are like, okay, well, we can't even go, so it doesn't matter, right?
Yeah.
Again, everything's tied up together. What we're gonna do is we're gonna take a little break. When we come back, we're gonna continue the conversation, more kind of COVID related, but specifically on the Mexican national team. Guys, a lot of things to talk about with the national team. Again, we just mentioned Pizarro and Pulido out with them. So when we return, we'll talk about those fellas. So hit it, Andres. Let's go and take a break. All right, fellas, we should be back now. So as I mentioned, we wanted to talk a little bit about the Mexican national team. And basically, the last two games that they had, they look pretty decent. I'm not gonna lie. Ivan, I'm pretty
Mhm.
sure that you were impressed with them.
Yeah.
Super Mojado, I know that you have special reservations, but I'm not gonna spend too much time talking about the Guatemala game. I want to talk a little bit about the Holland game, which I watched like a hawk because I was, taking down some stats. And by the way, if you haven't started following us yet, make sure on Instagram you follow us at Mexican Soccer Stats, right? So arroba Mexican Soccer Stats, all right? So we're starting to deliver some pretty cool stats to you guys out there, specifically on Mexican soccer, and you can see some of the stuff that we ended up bringing up. And we ended up um, putting together. Saludos Arturo Hernandez, one of our stats guys, and all the team. Guys are really doing an awesome job. Daniel Flores as well. Um, and I don't want to leave. Who else am I thinking? Porque si no, me van a regañar los canijos and they're going to be like, ah, a ver, ¿a quién más tenemos? Oh, a Diego también. Saludos al Diego. Diego, really nice job. Diego Rivera, eh? No relation. He's not the guy that was with Frida Kahlo. Much
Oh, ya
younger.
iba a decir el artista.
Much younger Diego Rivera. Anyway, so all those guys doing a really, really awesome job, gathering the statistics. And as a matter of fact, you guys see this thing kind of like, I'm like turning green. I'm like the Incredible Hulk. You guys see Milk 226,
I see
something
that.
else, 60 cents. I know you guys keep on seeing it. So anyway, so that
¿Qué
graphic.
te dieron la lista del mandado o qué, güey?
Something like
What's
that.
going
Hey,
on, man?
the thing is que me la dieron la lista. This is the list from 1985, dude. So I still haven't gone to the store and bought that.
Oh,
Anyway,
It's like,
so
órale, güey, a
the
comprar
team's
listos
doing a
para
nos
los
really nice
vemos.
job. So we're coming up together with a couple of stats that we're going to be sharing in just a couple of just a couple of minutes. If not here on the podcast, it's going to be on our social media channel. So anyway, the with the Netherlands, they look remarkable. So Super Mojado, in 1 minute, give me your thoughts against of what Mexico looked like against the Netherlands.
Well, I think they did their job. I mean, they played. They tried to play al two por two against the Netherlands. Honestly, I think that Netherlands came into this game. Even the coach said it, with, you know, not given the importance into this game. You know, just
Confiado.
solo, no confiado, sino que, like, solo por cumplir, because they didn't want to play this game according to the coach. They said that it would not help them. So I don't know if they see as like inferior to them, that they said, no, why are we playing this type of games? It's just a friendly. You know, the real, what we really want to play is la Liga Europea. You know, they want to play against the top teams, and what they think they, you know, they are at their level. But eh, you know, I think that los partidos contra Holanda, they've been like they've been good in the past few games. You know, we've been playing against them, and jugándoles al tú por tú, and I liked what I saw, you know, out of this past game. Obviously, the victory came really good for Mexico,
Mm-hmm.
and Holanda. I think that just because they underestimated them at the end, they try to push and try to at least get a tie, but it was not enough by that time. So, I mean, we saw Tecatito. I mean, Tecatito, I think it was
Balling.
el jugador del partido. So,
Balling out of control, man.
yes. So that's good for Mexico, that he's coming back and haciéndose notar in this type of games, because it only like helps him to show the world that Mexican players can compete. And I mean, Raúl Jiménez scoring the PK, that was good. And but the one that he missed,
Yes.
Mhm.
no se la acaba todavía, you know. Está recibiendo muchas críticas because of that, and including from me. Ahí está. Se tardó el pinche director, pero llegó a tiempo.
Así pasa,
Yeah. So,
así pasa.
anyways, and I think that overall they did a good job, and let's hope to see that they put the same las mismas ganas into this next game, because they're gonna
Right.
be playing el campeón de África, ¿no?
Yep, absolutely.
Mhm.
And Iván, before I get to you, déjame mando unos saluditos también. Saludos a John Morales, un cuate súper, te está mandando una playera. You're gonna enjoy it. It's a nice little T-shirt, courtesy of his business. Dice, saludos desde Tustin, California. Joe está perrón tu show. Ni modo, va a ganar el América y arriba con el Firpo. Saludos a Leo Hernández, León América en el Bernabéu. También saludos a Gerardo Fisher. Fisher, ahora sí, you can participate to win. Ya te quitamos el boycott. Saludos al Dagaman, a David Garcia, al Twin, a Noel Garcia. Hey, guys, by the way, I was in a business trip, so no les he mandado su swag, but we do have it. You guys are going to get it. Y luego también el Super va a regalar otra cosa, no sé cuándo, a ver cuándo le toca, ¿verdad? Iván?
Yes, yes.
Sí, sí, ya
Maybe
Anyway,
soon enough, super.
so, all right, so ahora te toca a ti, Iván, and really tight, in like 30, 45 seconds, tell me, what
30,
did you think
45
of that?
seconds.
See, tú, in 45
Yeah,
seconds,
easy,
easy,
easy. And
dime.
I love how Mexico is actually playing European teams now instead of CONCACAF teams. And I don't think we should worry about Mexico scoring goals too much. I think those opportunities will be there, and I think Raul Jimenez is going to capitalize in the future, obviously. The only thing that worries me about Mexico is their defense and their middle one, because they're a lot older and they're slower than most teams are going to face in the World Cup. That's the only concern I have. But I was very impressed with the game plan. How they came out attacking, their passing was accurate, and they look good. They look good. Offensively, they look really good.
They did. They did. At the end of the day, I agree with you. Super mentioned. So the next opponent is going to be Algeria. And
Hmm.
Algeria, there was a lot of people right away, especially on our Facebook post when we posted that was going to be their opponent. They were like, "Ugh, like, come on, dude. You cannot compare Algeria to like one low ranked CONCACAF team. As
Yes.
Super mentioned, Algeria is the African champions. Those guys are
Yeah, the
legit,
current
man.
champions.
Exactly. But not only that, a lot of people don't realize that Algeria is such a big exporter of players into French football. There's a huge French community Algerian community in France. As a matter of fact, where do you think Zinedine Zidane is from? A lot of people don't even know or remember that he's Algerian.
Oh
So
wow.
that's the quality of players that they bring. Obviously, not all of them are Zinedine Zidane, but they're
Yeah.
exceptional players. That's the reality. So I think it's a great matchup against Algeria. By the way, they've only faced each other once, and that was in December 7th of 1985. That was a preparational game for the 1986 World Cup for the Mexican national team. They ended up winning. Again, good job to our Mexican soccer stats crew here at ETO for gathering all this information. But the truth of the matter is that we're obviously 35 years removed from that matchup, but it's good that they get to play opponents like this. So Super Mojado, first of all, tell me what you think of this potential or this matchup that's coming up, going to take place tomorrow.
Well, like I said, I mean Mexico. I think they always had like good results against African teams. So for that
Mhm.
side, I'm not really worried about. They los Africanos. They're tough, yeah, but they lack like uh, conjunto, juego en conjunto. When it comes to
Mhm.
that, they have like the physicality and the strength to overpower Mexico on that, but son a veces que son muy torpes, man. Con todo respeto.
Oh my god.
So if they can show us and play in conjunto, why they're the current champions of los in the Africa. I think we're gonna see a very tough game against Mexico.
What about you, Evan? ¿Qué piensas?
Uh, I'm happy Mexico's playing tougher opponents. It helps them develop their talent in every possible way. I know it's fun to see Mexico beat up on the CONCACAF teams, but we need to play better teams in order to improve. I mean, we all know Mexico wants to win a World Cup, right? And in order to do that, we have to develop players and play better teams in preparation for that. And piggybacking off of what Super said, yeah, normally African teams are pretty strong physically and they're very fast, well paced, but they don't. They just it's a different type of game that they play. But they're it's a talented team. I think it'll be a good game. I think Mexico should win this game, and it's good to see them. Like I said, I'm gonna repeat myself. It's good seeing Mexico play these types of teams than like Guatemala.
Absolutely.
Not
And
no
like you
No
said,
no
seas
disrespect.
culero, güey. No seas
No
no,
culero.
it's
disrespect.
true.
No, it's no
No,
disrespect to Guatemala, but that goes for anything. If you want to be the best in the world, you have to compete against the best because sooner or later you're gonna have to beat the best anyway. It's not good if you prepare and you're playing teams of that caliber, and then come the World Cup and you play teams like Italia, you play teams like Brazil, and you can't get by them. Why? Because you play them once every so often, and then when you play them, you never competed against teams like that, so you get defeated, obviously. So
right.
it's good to see Mexico step up to the plate and play more talented teams. We need this.
Well, well, el Tata Martino just came out and said that this is the best, la best gira que ha tenido desde que llegó al Tri. So
Yeah,
Hmm.
that's what they need to do, man. But at the end of the day, that's what they need to do. They have to go to Europe and compete at that level if they want
Yeah.
to succeed in the World Cups,
right.
because they focus a lot on the money, and we all know this, that when they come here to US, they bring a bunch of teams that they just don't take it seriously. They just take it like, hey, we got to do this, we got to go
Hmm.
play and make that money, and that's what it's all about. But if they want to get ahead, they have to go do this kind of trips, go to Europe and compete, and
Right.
I
and
totally
go
agree.
to South America too. I mean, look what happened with against Argentina, que los golearon a los güeyes.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Exactly.
That's what they gotta do. They gotta go down there. They gotta go to those tough fields and
I
stadiums that are gonna like test them to the top level.
Yeah,
Right.
totally
No, you're
agree.
right.
Mexico, they're gonna have to take a hit, either saying we keep playing cupcake teams in the United States to make money, or because a lot of those good teams are not going to come here and play. Mexico's going to travel to their homes and play over there.
You're right. You're right. Look, at the end of the day, it's going to be an interesting matchup because it's two teams that have a lot to gain, really, if you think about it, right? So,
Hmm.
do you think Algeria is not going to want to get a W against Mexico? Of course they are. That's just the bottom line, man. At the end of the day, that's what they want. They want a W, just like Mexico wants a W. Algeria, wants a W as well, and it's a good team, right? So,
Hmm.
Gerardo Fisher just mentioned right now. He says he's excited to see Romo play. So Luis Romo is supposed to be playing tomorrow for Mexico as well. So there's opportunities for a lot of these up and coming players, man. A lot of opportunities, and like I said, I'm personally really excited for tomorrow's games. I
Hmm.
think it's gonna be like a 3-2 game. It'll be high scoring. So, what are your guys' predictions tomorrow, Ivan?
I say 4-2 Mexico.
Wow.
Super.
No, I see a 2-1. I don't see a high scoring game, but 2-1 Mexico.
All right, 2-1
I
is
hope
not bad.
so. Yeah.
Well,
Tomorrow I'm gonna
mañana,
have.
we're gonna figure out to see what happens tomorrow, right?
Yeah, the
Mañana's,
game is at 12 o'clock LA time. So I'm gonna have
yeah.
my TAs run my class tomorrow. After lunch, I'm gonna give them the assignments. I'll be like, "Can you guys help me out today?"
All right. Uh, guys, we're pretty much coming down to an end of our show. I think we are going to figure out. All right, hold on a second. Super Mojado,
Dímelo.
I want you to do a little wager, entonces. So, what is your thing with contra Ivan? So you said 2-1 or 2-1, right?
Yeah.
En, ¿Para
Para
cuál? ¿Para
mañana.
mañana?
Yeah,
Oh, 2-1 Mexico.
2-1 Mexico. And then Ivan, what did you say it was?
Four
Your prediction?
two.
4?
4-2, he
Four
said.
two.
4-2.
4-2. 4-1. 4-2.
Make up your mind, dude. Come on.
4-2. 4-2. I think Mexico is
Okay.
gonna score some goals tomorrow. I honestly I think they are. I think they're just gonna boom.
Okay. I think it's gonna be I think it's gonna be 3-2. All right. So let's do a little wager.
Okay.
All right. Whoever gets the closest to the prediction,
Uh-huh.
all right, doesn't get to have to do a giveaway. So we're gonna do 2 giveaways.
Okay.
All right. So if whoever gets the closest, so Super Mojado, if the score is 2-1, you and I have to do a giveaway next week. We'll do
Deal.
a little gift card, dude. The $25.
Yeah,
Are you guys
yeah,
down?
yeah, yeah. I'm in. Count me in.
Super, are you down?
Sí, pero también nos vas a tener que invitar los tacos, güey. No nada más a the giveaway.
Sí,
There has
güey.
to be something for us, man. Too. Well, come on,
Okay.
man.
When you're in LA, like we'll do something.
There you go.
No,
Si
no te
gana,
agüites que aquí también hay taquerías. Just Venmo us the money. We'll go eat. And
How good are the tacos in Connecticut though?
well, they're not the same, man. But we got tacos.
I bet you. No, está bien, está bien. As long as we have good
anyway.
to eat, because
All right. Well, guys, thank you very much for you guys' time. I think that pretty much does it for today. Super Mojado, where can they follow you if peeps want to end up following you, señor?
El Super Mojado oficial en todas las plataformas.
Iván, ¿a dónde te pueden
famoso.
seguir?
Ivan Toribio 13, Ivan Toribio 13. That's
Like a
most of
like
my.
a true cholo, like a true cholo.
East LA, Boyle Heights, born and raised.
Cálmate. Also, make sure that you guys can follow me at Worldwide Mexican. Make sure that you guys follow El Tri Online on all the social media platforms. And last but not least, I want to remind everybody. I know that some of you guys have been asking me about some ETO swag. So, ya valió.
Ya te
Gallon of
desapareciste,
milk.
güey.
Hey,
Yeah,
gallon of milk, 112. Oh my god.
yeah, right. Seriously.
They're like $4 right now.
A ver, Andres, am I good? Am I good? I stay. There you go. Anyway, so we're gonna be starting out to make these really cool T-shirts, courtesy of our friends at Incha Clothing Brand. So we're gonna be partnering up with them. They're gonna help us make the t-shirts. So be on the lookout. We're not gonna sell them at first. We're just gonna be asking for some donations. Our goal is to continue to grow and to continue to bring you guys the best Mexican soccer coverage. So be on the lookout for those. This is one of them. I don't know if you guys can see it. You guys can probably see nothing, but
Green.
Sí, tu lista
Local bread.
del mandado, güey.
Del
put
mandado.
a green screen. No, that's all your fault, Super. That's what I get for listening to you and
Ahí
doing
está, güey,
this.
ahí está.
Ahí está.
Quédate
Stay
ahí.
right there, Joe.
Don't move, don't
That's
move.
that's what I get for listening to you and putting this virtual screen. Anyway, so this is one of the shirts that we're going to be selling for ETO. Again, it's not so much sell right now; it's more donation. So again, help us out. You guys get a really cool T-shirt. Ivan, I showed you some of the T-shirts, but
Yes.
we'll be sharing some of these designs over with you guys. All right, and that's gonna be with our friends at Incha Clothing Brand. You're gonna be able to just go to their store and pick up our stuff right there. So just do one, no, guys.
Yes. Too fast.
Échale,
Ready for the game
vámonos.
tomorrow.
Órale, pues. So on behalf of our producer Andres Magallanes and El Super Mojado and Ivan Toribio, I am Joe Rodriguez. Thank you very much for tuning in. We'll be back this upcoming Thursday to talk some more Liga MX, Mexican national team, and all the good stuff. Till next time, take care of yourselves, each other. Please, please be safe. Nos vemos.
Sí, nos vemos.